We know that today, March 13th, is Laura Danceman's birthday, and we know it may be a hard day for all of her family. We want you to know that all of the Stevenson people are thinking about her today. And on this day, we just wanted to share a video with some happy memories about Laura. And we're right there with you, missing her as well, but trying to remember the good times. So I'll start. One thing I always loved about Laura was she was the life of the party. She was so much fun. She would make anything fun, just super fun, like just her spirit. She was so excited about things. And I love how dramatic she was, but she wasn't putting on a show. That was just who she was, just very dramatic. Um, I love how excited she got about her birthday. She would tell us every year, March 13th, that's my birthday. It's on spring break. My birthday's on spring break. But she was super excited because next year, 2025, her birthday's going to fall on a day that we're in school. So she was already talking about that. But I love how excited she got for birthdays. Also, I wanted to say it would crack me up when we would be at recess and we'd be watching the kids, and you would see kids doing cartwheels, and she would freak out. She had something against watching kids do flips, cartwheels, handstands, and she would just, like, I had a little girl. She said, "Hey, Miss Mills, I want to show you my cartwheel." So she does the cartwheel, and Laura's like, "Oh my gosh, oh, tell her not to do that, tell her not to do that." And I'm like, "It's a cartwheel." But for some reason, like, that just freaked her out. I wanted to say a couple of other things. Oh, I love how Laura just asked all the questions. I think I mentioned this to some of her family, but like she would just meet someone and boom, like ask the most personal questions you could ever imagine. And I was like, Laura. We were all like, Laura. But I'd always be like, I wonder what they're going to say. Um, she brought everyone together. I said it before, I'll say it again. I just love how she always included everyone. She wanted everyone to feel included and like they were part of the group and no one was left out. She loved to get together. She loved fellowship. So we miss her so much. We're thinking of her today with you. P.S. Okay, so I was going to say that um, it's just it's been an incredible privilege to be able to work with her, and I am thankful for the time that we had together. And it is hard. It's been really hard moving forward because the ladies here at Stevenson are just so tight knit, and it's not at all the same without her. It's like there's a huge hole missing. And I never had sisters, so I guess I kind of think like my friends at work is it's like a type of sisterhood. But we would always be there for each other, and even in situations such as like ailments. So I always have this knot in my back, and Laura would get stressed also. So we would always like, oh, I need your elbow, I need your elbow, and also sometimes if she would be talking like in someone's classroom or on break, I would go over there and like shimmy down and just lay down on the floor, and that was her signal that I please needed my back popped. And then also, there was one time like her foot was bothering her, and she couldn't figure out what it was. So some of us went in there and put gloves on and started having minor surgery. Um, anyways, those are just some of our fun times. Okay, last thing I promise. I just wanted to say one thing that I thought was funny. If someone was ever nervous about something, I remember when I first came to Stevenson like 9, almost 10 years ago. Um, she would say, if someone was upset about something, she would say, "What they gonna do? Take away your birthday? Huh? Huh? They gonna take away your birthday?" And then the person was like, "No." And then she's like, "Exactly. They can't take away your birthday, so you're fine. You'll be all right."
Laura, what an amazing mother, teacher, and friend. Laura was always the glue that held our team together when I worked with her, and I know she continued to always make sure that we did things as a team. And once I retired, Laura always included me in many of their activities. I always felt welcomed. And when I did see her, she always showed a true interest in my life and my family. I am hoping to continue to honor her and to show her class the love that I know she showed them.
One of the things I miss about Laura is her genuine passion for learning about others. She always showed a true interest in learning about others and where they came from. She was also somebody that I could always go to for advice. We had lots of phone conversations about anything and everything. Our husbands were always very, very patient of our phone conversations. Sometimes if my husband saw that Laura was calling me, he'd say, "Okay, see you tomorrow morning," because he knew that if we were on the phone together, it would be a couple of hours later till he sees me again. I also went to Laura a lot for just her opinions on things and for advice. I always had so much respect for the things that she said and the things that she, just her opinions in general. So she was always one of those go-to people. And sometimes I still find myself wanting to pick up the phone and give her a call or stop by her room and just ask her, "Hey, what do you think about this?" So I truly valued our friendship, and I'm going to hold all my memories in my heart forever. Oh, and we also had a great love for all 80s music. In fact, we even went to a Bon Jovi concert together and had the best time.
One thing I loved about Miss Dantzman was her outgoing personality. I remember at one of our back to school professional developments, they broke us into groups and they had us come up with a performance or a choreograph to a song, and we had to perform it for everybody else. And I remember Miss Dantzman up there flipping her hair and getting really into it. It's a great memory of her.
Okay, one thing that I loved about Laura was just the fact that she wanted everybody to get together and celebrate and share their lives, and just it really made Stevenson feel like a home and like a family. And she is certainly part of the reason why I've stayed working here for 19 years, and I can just only hope that we keep that going here. And she always made me laugh when she would want to know everybody's business and know what was going on. And she could kind of not be excited. Then she'd hear somebody talking about something and she'd be like, what did they say about that person, or what's going on with them? And it was in a caring way, but she just liked to know what was going on. And I loved that. So you always knew that you could go to Laura to get the scoop too. And I also feel like I have learned a lot from her. Like the way she was just given a gift to talk to kindergartners in a way that they understand. It was a beautiful thing to see, and I think that I've been able to witness that, and it's made me better. So I feel blessed and lucky, and just to have known her and to have spent the amount of time working with her. So love you guys.
One of the things I'll always remember about Laura was how I immediately felt her warmth when I joined the team last year. She made me feel included. She made me feel like I was a perfect fit with them. Being around her was just fun. She was always willing to get together and laugh and just be silly and let go, let loose. And she was my go-to for a good place to eat. And she's just had one of the biggest hearts. And she taught me how to be a better teacher. So happy birthday, Laura.
Hey, today was certainly one of Laura's favorite days. A dress-up day, time to celebrate. Something I'll always remember about Laura is her enthusiasm, zest for life, and passion for children, family, and music. Her energy in the room was amazing. It was contagious. She always kind of made me want to live life to the fullest. And that's something I certainly try to take away from knowing her and loving her. Miss her so much, but am blessed to have known her for as long as I did. Love you guys.
Hey, Dantzman family. I just want to wish Laura a happy heavenly birthday. We missed her today. We missed her every day, but it's hard today on her birthday, her not being here. So I remember when I first started at Stevenson, I was a substitute and I was a long-term sub that whole first year I was here. And at the end of the year, I had an interview to get hired on. Laura wasn't in the interview, but at the end of it, the principal did not really want to hire me, but Laura convinced her to. She convinced her to give me a chance, and I got hired on, and here I am 10 years later, still at Stevenson. So I'm extremely grateful that Laura did that for me. And that's the kind of person she was. She would just stand up for whoever deserved it. So I appreciate that, and I'm grateful. She would always yell at me for not wearing makeup, and I still don't wear makeup. Sorry, Laura. It's just not going to happen. Anyway, happy birthday, Laura. We miss you, and Gabby and Tommy. We're just wrapping you up in love today. We miss Laura very much. All right, love you guys.
Hi, my sweet friend Laura. I just want to wish you a happy, heavenly birthday. Of course, you get the best seed of us all. And what can I say? We miss everything about you. I cannot pinpoint one thing that I don't miss about you, because I miss everything about you. I miss your beautiful smile, your laugh, and Tommy this and Tommy that, and Gabby this and Gabby that. And I miss our after-school talks and your cheerleading charisma. And you are so, so missed. And we love you all.
The thing that I love the most about Laura is that she always had the right words to say to me if I had a problem or an issue, whether it was personal or school related. She was always able to help me see a different perspective on things. And she loved giving advice, and I loved getting it from her. And we were close enough that she could tell me what I needed to hear, whether I liked it or not. And so she was really good at that. And she was a great listener, and she was an amazing friend. And that's what I loved the most about her. And that's what I miss the most. Thank you.
One thing I loved about Laura is she could find the most randomest shopping places, from Sheffield and Sheffield to Dirt Cheap. She would always just find the best little discount stores. And another thing, she always knew the best places to eat. She could always just random places to go eat. Oh, that's a good place to go eat. Oh, yes, this is the best thing to get on the menu. I'm gonna miss that about Laura. She's just one of those people that could bring us all together, and we could just have a good time.
The last conversation Laura and I had was about a student who'd been making bad choices in art. Laura always was like that. She would always follow up and make sure that her kids were successful. I also really loved how Laura always made sure everyone felt included and always found a way to find common ground. I'm going to miss her, and I'm glad that I knew her.
Hey Tommy, hey Gabby. With Laura's birthday approaching, I just wanted to come on real quick and just share with you guys a few of the things that I absolutely love about Laura. I love her love for her family, especially the two of you. I love her love for 80s music, actually all things 80s. Her love for food, her love for fear of missing out, her love for celebrating no matter what the occasion, even if it was for no occasion. I love her passion. I love her dedication to her students, her family, and her friends. The list goes on and on and on and on. One of the things that I will remember the most about Laura is that no matter the situation, she always had a smile and a laugh to share, and it was so contagious. And she just had a way of making everyone around her feel welcome and a part of everything. And so again, I just wanted to share just a few of the small things that I love the most about Laura. And one of the things that I will treasure the most is all of the memories that we made together, our casino trip, and being able to have a piece of her with me forever. So thank you both for sharing her things with us. It will never replace her, but it will certainly always be a reminder of her, how special she was to each and every one of us. And so again, as her birthday is approaching, I just wanted to share with you guys again just how much she was loved and appreciated, and how honored I am to be able to call her my friend. She is loved, she is missed, and we can't wait to continue to celebrate her, not just on her birthday, but for many years to come. We love y'all, we love her. See you soon.
I once read that grief is proof of love, and Laura was definitely loved. I'm choosing to celebrate her birthday this year by remembering what I loved about Laura and what made me smile. I love the way she could throw her hair up in that little clip on the top of her head, and it always looked amazing. I love the way she wore those wedge shoes to school, and I don't know how she made her way up and down the hall every day, but she did, and I could always hear her coming a mile away before she turned the corner to the library. I love the way she advocated for her kids, and she always had a different perspective that would push you to think and to be better and to always work hard for kids. I love the way she loved those around her. She loved Tommy and Gabby, and she loved those cotton-picking Dallas Cowboys, even though I don't know why, because they hadn't won a Super Bowl in a long time. But that was Laura. She was loyal. I miss Laura, and I know you guys miss her too. This year I'm going to celebrate Laura by remembering what brought me joy. Happy birthday, Laura.
So I've tried to think of what I wanted to share for Laura in remembrance of her birthday. And you know, I just do not have one favorite memory of her. My favorite thing about her was that she was always the life of the party. She could always make it fun, and she united everyone on our campus, not just her team, but everyone. She included everyone. She always was karaokeing, trying to get everybody else to sing or getting everybody to go out to eat. She truly was someone that attracted other people and brought people together. And I am so thankful for knowing Laura, and I want to wish her a happy birthday. And I feel like I am trying to carry out some of her partying ways and including people and singing and just being fun to carry on her traditions. Happy birthday, Laura.
I have been in Stevenson 14 years, and a story that I can share about Laura. She was always checking on me, because sometimes I'm delayed my responses in the group text messages, and she was always send me a private message, and I say, are you going to the dinner? Are you going to the lunch? Because we are trying to agree in one day. And it was she was always checking on me if I receive it, if I go. She was always tries to include me in the group, because sometimes I am awake, I am far from the phone, and I didn't answer in the right time. And on December, I was traveling to Venezuela, and the group wants to go out for Christmas. And she was texting me, and I say, where are you coming back? And I say, I coming back on December 21st. I say, okay, let's gonna eat 22nd, she said, because Jelixa will not be here. And I always say thank you.
Oh, sweet Laura. Oh my gosh. Having to think of just one great memory of you. There's too many, friend. From going to dinners and going to weddings and showers, shopping. Thank you for introducing me to Alice Benz, girl. We had so many things in common too. We loved the 80s. We loved our Aquanet, and of course the rock. I will always miss pulling up right behind you in the mornings and seeing that Dallas Cowboy license plate holder and you rolling in with that little cart. And so until we see again, someday. I know you're up there and I know you're partying. You're going to celebrate your birthday. You're probably already found all the great restaurants and you're, singing to your Bon Jovi and having such a great time. I love you, friend. Love you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Laura Dansman in heaven. It's no coincidence that your birthday falls on or near the same day as Dr. Seuss's birthday. Two very special people to be celebrated always. Some of my greatest memories with you, well, one of them is Gabby's senior prom and having the kids go to prom together and all of the things that go with prom. Swatches of clothing to match the tie and flowers and the pictures outside with the kids in Shell Sandoval. So much fun. It was a blast. We had a great time celebrating our kids. Also, I was able to spend the Monday before Laura was taken home to heaven. I was able to spend the day with her in her classroom to help her with a difficult child that had been enrolled into her class. And it was such a blessing to have that memory, that gift to watch her work her magic with the children in her classroom. I saw kids who came into the classroom, we thought, ooh, they're never going to be on grade level. And they were doing grade level things independently because of Laura Dansman, her love for kids and her love for sharing education with those children. I remember that day us talking about shoes of all things, because here she was in this precious little dress and these wedge heels, and she's running around the classroom working with all these kids, and I was in awe going, Laura, and I said, Laura, it's like, how in the world do you not turn an ankle with how quickly you're moving around the room to have your eyes on all your kids? And she's like, these things, these are so comfortable. And I thought, I'd be on the ground at least 5 or 6 times a day with a turned ankle. No. She loved her kids. She was graceful in those heels, and ooh, she could wear them. She looked beautiful at all times. We are just so thankful that we had Laura Dansman in our lives, and we're so thankful that we have our memories of her, and those memories will live on in this school and in our lives. We love you guys. We love Laura Dansman.